These are country style ribs as opposed to baby backs. And they're most famous in Memphis, Tennessee and in Texas. They're absolutely loved. Now what happens is you can do ribs either with a dry rub or a wet rub. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do a dry rub and a wet rub. The dry rubs are mainly from Texas and the wet rubs are mainly from Memphis. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut it in half because that makes it easier, because again it has to marinate overnight. So it makes it easier to marinate overnight if you cut them in half first. I'm just going to split these in half here, and then we'll be all set. Right down the chin bone here. There we go, perfect. I'm going to do it for the wet rub also. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dry rub. Now this is different from the rub for the brisket that you saw. This is a rub that's really only for ribs. Put it on here like this. Again, this is going to marinate overnight, the same way the brisket is and the same way that the wet rub will. There we go. Put it on here so it all gets nice and covered. Looks nice and beautiful. What we have here are country style pork ribs. It's a whole slab, about 4 or 5 pounds. You cut it in the middle just for ease of cooking and putting the rub on it. It's now ready to go in the smoker. It will go in the smoker for about 4 hours. Every hour I will turn it and baste it. So I'll open this, and we have the brisket in there already. But the ribs are going to go on the upper level, as far away from the flame as I can get them. That way they'll only cook by smoke. The flame is over there, as I explained earlier. Put the cover back down, and the ribs are on.